All right, I think I have this recording. So I'm just going to start off and say thank you guys so much for hopping on and listening to what I have to say. I know life is kind of crazy right now. Some of you moms are still trying to do that virtual learning at the end of the day. Some of you have kids back to school. So I get how busy life can be. So I'm just going to jump in and try to make this as quick as I can, but to the point. You are here because you were invited via one of the coaches on our team because they saw something special in you. They thought you might be someone who could benefit or excel as one of the coaches on our teams. So I'm just going to get right in and explain to you kind of what it is we do, how I began my journey, and share a little bit how the business works. This job is more than just a job. Like I, before coaching, I had a handful of friends, right? A few girls here and there. I didn't get out much. My focus was on my kids and then going to work and then coming back home to my kids. But with coaching, you don't only gain a business, but you gain this entire sisterhood of friends. Like some of these ladies, I should say many of these ladies I speak to via internet, via social media every single day. So even though we're hundreds and thousands of miles away, I feel like I've gained this amazing friendship that I didn't have before coaching. So not only are you guys starting this amazing business, but you join this group of positivity and women who have the same focus and drive as you, and you will gain these amazing friendships that are beyond belief. So my journey began actually 7 years ago this month. My cousin came camping with us. This is actually a picture from July of 2013. And when she tagged me in this picture on Facebook, I almost died. I look like I'm about 6 months pregnant in this picture, and believe it or not, I'm not pregnant at all. And so when she tagged me, I was like, oh my God, is that really me? And so before I began coaching, I clearly, obviously didn't work out. I really didn't care what I ate. I pretty much ate anything and everything. I was addicted to cupcakes, cookies, and everything sugar. I was a mom to four, or I am still a mom to four. So I was crazy busy and I just didn't have a lot of time to focus on me. And I had this mindset that if my kids didn't finish their food, I needed to finish it because I just didn't want to throw it in the garbage. I also worked outside the home as a labor and delivery nurse. I still do that, but not nearly as much as I did in the past. And so I worked kind of crazy swing shifts. I was doing 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. For a while, I did 3 p.m. to 3 a.m. and then 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. I did 11 to 11. Like I've kind of done all the shifts across the board in my last few years. Whatever worked at that time with my family and my kids. And so when I saw her take me in this picture, I decided I was tired of looking like that. I mean, and I just legit looked tired in the picture. And so I had signed up for a gym. I went a handful of times and then was like, I have absolutely no clue what I'm supposed to do on these machines or how I'm supposed to, the proper technique for lifting weights. I was just clueless. And so needless to say, I did not go very long before I quit because I didn't find that going there and not knowing what to do was going to help me be successful. And so I just gave up. And then a couple weeks after that picture was taken, I was at the beach with a coworker of mine who was looking absolutely amazing in her bikini. And she was a mama to three at that time. She had I can't remember, well, 7 years ago. So she's probably 70. So she had like a 10-year-old daughter, and then she had a set of twins that were maybe 4 years old at the time. But she looked amazing. And I remember thinking to myself, and I even said to her, how the hell can you look so good? Like, how are you keeping, she was a single mom as well and worked as a nurse with me. I said to her, I said, how can you look so good and keep up with your three kids and being a single mom and working full time? And so she brought up this crazy workout program called T25 and this crazy shake called Shakeology. And I thought, nope, not going to do it. There's no way I'm going to drink some protein shake or am I going to do this crazy Shaun T workout? Like, I can't handle it. And so she gave me all the information and we went on our way. And so I told myself, all right, I'm just going to do what I want to do and I'm going to get results. Well, guess what? A couple weeks later of doing what I wanted to do and still failing, I said enough is enough. So I reached back out to her and I said, all right, let's do it. Let's sign me up. I'm going to do my best and I'm going to try to get results. So I ordered the challenge pack. At that point in time, 7 years ago, believe it or not, it was more expensive. It was $205 to get started. And I remember thinking, where am I going to get this money from? Because not only was I overweight and unhappy with myself, but we were struggling with bills. Like, we had zero in our savings and I didn't have $205 to come up to buy this challenge pack. And nor did I really want to tell my husband that I was going to buy these crazy shakes and they were going to make me look fit and healthy, because he was going to absolutely say no. So I didn't pay one of our bills that month and I kept some money aside and I went ahead and I ordered the challenge pack. But in the back of my head, I knew I was already telling myself that I was going to fail. And why was I telling myself this? Because I knew that Beachbody had a 30-day money-back guarantee. And so I knew after 30 days, when I failed on yet another thing, I could just call them up and say, your shit didn't work, send it back, and I was going to get my money back. Easy peasy, right? Well, when that package came in the mail, I decided I was going to give it the 30 days, and I was 100% going to go all in for those 30 days. And so after the first month, I lost 15 pounds, and I was like, wow, this eating healthy, drinking the shakes, and moving my body 25 minutes a day really truly works. And so I was still a customer. I continued on for another month and lost another 15 pounds. And I thought, damn, I can't believe this works. It was at that point in time where I became hooked on the shakes. And I decided, if I'm going to keep drinking the shakes, I might as well get a discount, because let's be honest, $140 a month when you're already struggling is a little expensive. So I signed up as a discount coach. I was a very shy, quiet individual. And so I knew my desire was never to be going live like this, talking to people and sharing my journey. Like, that was just absolutely not going to happen. So I signed up simply for the discount, continued my workouts and continued the shakes, and I lost another 10 pounds the next month. And it was around that point in time where my coworkers, friends, and family started asking, what are you doing? We can see you're losing weight and we can see how much happier you are, and you're just projecting so much positivity. Like, what are you doing? We need to get on board. And so it was that point in time that I thought, wait a second, if I'm going to start sharing the information about the shakes and sharing the information about the workouts, I might as well figure out how this whole coaching thing works and send them my link. So it was that point that I began coaching. And I would just say, I just kind of dabbled in it in the beginning, because I just really wanted my shakes to be free. And I really enjoyed having other people come to me saying they were inspired. And I just wanted to help other mamas achieve a little bit of goals, right? So after my journey continued on, I currently now I feel like I'm in the best shape I've ever been. And I'm the happiest, healthiest mom, not only for my husband, but for my kids. And it's really inspiring to see that my kids now are focusing more on picking healthier foods. They're not always going for that bag of chips in the cabinet, but they're being more mindful and they're choosing healthy snacks, their fruits and veggies. And sometimes my girls will even hop in and do a workout with me. So it's nice to know that across the board, my whole family is living healthier and happier. And with coaching, I've become a different person than I was before. And so some people become afraid when you change over time, but if you don't change, I feel like you don't grow. And so with coaching, I become more, I would say, a little bit more outgoing. I feel more, can't think of the words, but I don't feel so fearful of myself. I feel more confident in who I am. And not only that, I spoke in the beginning, but the friendships that I've gained from coaching are absolutely amazing. I have taken, I've lost track, but probably I think I've gone on 6 coaching trips with these ladies. So at least twice a year we get together. Once is on an all paid for trip that Beachbody sends us on to, and another one is a conference trip that we go to. But again, just the friendships that I've gained is absolutely 100% worth it. And seeing the other ladies achieve results is the best part of this job. I love looking at ladies before pictures and then looking their side by side after, like just looking at their faces and the confidence and the smiles that they have make everything worth it. And so I'm sure you're wondering what exactly is we do every single day as a coach. And so, to be honest, you have to use the products. You have to drink the shakes. You have to drink the performance line. You don't have to drink all of it, but you have to drink some of it. And most importantly, you have to do the workouts, because here's the thing. You are your biggest sales pitch. Like, if you are not using the products, if your friends and family aren't able to see that it's working for you, then how can you share how amazing the products are? I know a lot of people say, I'm not a salesperson, I can't sell. Throw that out the window, because we aren't salesperson, we are sharing what we do. And so that's why it goes back to how important it is that you are drinking the shakes and doing the workouts. And so we post on social media that we're doing the workouts, or that we're drinking the shakes, or that we're staying on track with our clean eating. I know a lot of people will say, oh, I went to this restaurant and I had this meal and it was amazing, you need to go try that. Or they'll say, I went to Starbucks and I had this pumpkin latte and it was the best thing ever. That's sharing. That's exactly what we do as coaches. We simply say, I had my Shakeology pumpkin latte and it was freaking amazing. Like, if you can share about a favorite movie, a favorite restaurant, a favorite drink, then you can share about Beachbody, right? The other thing we do is that obviously we invite other people to join us. So along with sharing about your journey, your ups and your downs, because people don't always want to see that everything is perfect and you're losing 5 pounds every week. You have to share about the downfalls and, oh my God, I ate a half a pizza, or I ate a half a cake today, or I ate 5 cookies, or I gained 3 pounds. Like, you have to share the ups and downs the entire journey. And so along that way with sharing, you have to be willing to put yourself out there and say, hey girl, listen, I'm getting ready to start this another challenge group and I need the help and support, accountability. Would you like to join me on our journey? It's 30 days. We're going to go all in and we're going to be there to help each other. If you're not inviting, if you're not putting it out there to people so that they know that you're here to help them, how will they ever know that they can join you? Again, we share our journey, which I just kind of touched on. You can share it on Instagram, on Facebook. I know some people now are on TikTok, and there's Reels, and there's Twitter, and wherever you feel most confident in your social media skills, that's what you use. And I know some people are going to say, I'm not very social media handy, and that's okay. When I started as a coach, I had a whopping 300 friends on Facebook. That's it. And most were obviously close friends and family. I had no Instagram. And so I too was like, well, how am I going to do anything with 300 people? And so one of the things is, when you get started with coaching, we will teach you how to grow your network. We will teach you how to grow your Facebook page, if that's what you prefer using. We will help teach you how to grow your Instagram or start an Instagram. The whole teamwork is that we don't just sign you up and leave you hanging. We teach you ladies how to be successful. The other thing we do is that we lead our people. We host, I'm sure you've heard about this many times, some of you are probably in it, but we host what we call challenge groups, online boot camps, fitness groups. I'm sure there's many different names that some of us have called it, but basically what it is we put you in a private group on Facebook, or now we have that amazing BOD challenge tracker. So you are in either one of the two groups. And we simply just ask our friends to check in every single day, share that you drank your shake, share that sweaty selfie, share whatever you ate for dinner last night, or a positive meme, or anything that will help keep you on track. Our goal is to help keep everyone accountable. So what we do best is by running these challenge groups, throwing everyone in, and do our best to keep the groups positive, uplifting, and everyone on track. And so when you start a business, you have to think down the road. How is this going to be successful for you? When you start a business, a lot of times you do not hit the floor and earn hundreds and thousands of dollars every day. Granted, there are some coaches who hit the floor running and are doing amazing success within the first weeks, first months. But sometimes I find people get discouraged because they see the big numbers that some of these coaches are making. They see the 5,000 that their coach is making, or some coaches that are making 10,000 a week, or some are making 50,000 a month. And they think that when they join this business, they're going to instantly make that money. And that's not the case. But if you think of what this business can accomplish for you in 2 years from now or 4 years from now, and if you're willing to hang on for the whole thing, I can promise you it will be well worth it. This doesn't have to be a 40-hour-a-week job, an 80-hour-a-week. Moms do this, we do this whenever we have time in our busy day. Like when I started, I was working 12 plus hours a shift. And so when I came home from work, the last thing I wanted to do was spend hours on social media because I wanted to spend time with my family. So instead I found those mom cracks in the day. Sometimes I would not watch a program with my husband at night on TV because I wanted to focus an hour on sending out my invites on social media. Or on the weekend, I wanted to go camping with my family. And so I took time off to be with them. But sometimes then I would get up an hour earlier in the morning when everyone was still sleeping. So I had that time to send out my messages, to check in with my challengers, to check in with my teammates, and to work my business. And so one of the benefits is that you aren't stuck to set hours. You work this business around your schedule. So if that means you only have 2 hours a day when your little baby is napping in the afternoon, then that's the 2 hours you have. If you have 20 hours a week to work this business and that's what you choose to work, then that's what you do. At the end of the day, what you put into this business is what you will gain from this business. So the more you take the time to put in and are very, trying to think of the word, and are very like strict on what you're doing and not just simply scrolling on social media. Like if you get in, do the work and get out, you'll have much, much more success. I know for myself, I am a list person. So I work so much better when I have a list in front of me that I can check off and it tells me exactly what I need to do in what we call our power hour for each day. And so one of the things Beachbody has done is they've created this essentially business tracker form that you can print out or you can just use it online, whatever you prefer. And it literally lists out the vital behaviors that we as coaches should focus on doing every single day. And it's easy stuff like do your workout, drink your shake, get in some personal development, post on your stories, check in with your challengers, send maybe 5 invites a day for a challenge group, maybe send 5 invites a day for coaching. But the best part is that if you're a list person like me, it tells us exactly what you need to do every single day or the days that you choose to work the business. So you're never left wondering, what is it I have to do? So I know when I'm talking to ladies, some of the biggest things, the hesitations that make them say, nope, I'm not going to do it is because they don't want to be a salesperson. And I know I already touched on this, but I'm going to touch on it again because ladies, we do not sell. So you have to get out of that mindset that you're just going to sell somebody something. We have these amazing tools, these workout programs. We have 2 amazing nutrition programs, and we have the superfood shakes and the Energize, which I absolutely adore. Like we have this amazing toolkit of products that are proven to help men and women reach their goals that they have not been able to reach before. And so you have to get out of the mindset of selling, and you have to just be willing to share with the world how amazing these products are. And I guarantee once you start using them, if you're not already using them, once you see the results, people are going to start to notice and you're going to feel so much better about yourself. And the sharing part is going to come easy. Like you're just going to be willing to share with everyone what you're doing. I know money is always a big subject, especially now when, again, times are kind of crazy. Some people have been laid off, hours have been cut. And so people will often say, I just don't have the funds. I didn't have the funds either. And when I started, it was $45 more. Like, that's just mind-blowing to me. Normally, as times go on, things double in price. Instead, you guys, it has decreased. And we are getting like 10 times more than you get will get now than when I started that. I got one program and a bag of shakes. When you sign up now, you get every single Beachbody program that's ever been created for an entire year. And you get a 30-day supply of shakes. You get the nutrition plans. It's a crazy deal right now. And so I get sometimes it's not easy, but you have to remember, if this is something that could change your life, why would you say no to your health and your fitness? I bet you're going out and you're drinking that Starbucks coffee, or you're going through the fast food, or you're going out to eat with your family, which, don't get me wrong, those things are all okay to do in moderation. But I bet if you put a few bucks aside here and there and stopped that fast food here and, cut back on a few things, you could totally find the money to make this happen. I don't have the time as another issue that people bring up. I know I reached out and talked about it before, but I'm going to bring it up again because everyone has the time. I bet you spend 30 minutes laying in bed at night scrolling through social media. Or first thing in the morning, I bet you're on social media scrolling as well. Or even during your lunch break, or when your kids are napping, or at 7 o'clock at night when you're sitting on the couch watching TV because you're exhausted from work. What if you refocus 30 minutes, 45 minutes before you sit down and watch that TV and working your business? I bet you if you put in a little time into this business, eventually it'll pay off tenfold, and you can cut your hours back at that work, at your job that's making you feel so tired and exhausted, and have more free time to be at home with your family. And don't ever worry about failing, because you won't fail as long as you keep pushing forward, as long as you keep doing our daily vitals, as long as you check in with your coach and let her know that you have questions or that you need something. We are always here to help you to make sure you ladies have success. Just a few more of the amazing transformations that some of the ladies on our teams have gotten. Every time I see before and afters, I'm just absolutely blown away by them. And so there's no perfect coach out there. What we do is we bring in everybody's strengths together as a team. So you have to think, what are your strengths? How could coaching change your life? What if this is the one thing that could give you an extra $100 a week? What would $100 a week mean for your family? How can you grow in areas that you're not the strongest in? I know sometimes when people come into coaching, they'll say, I am so not an organized person. I don't know how I can do this and keep my life organized. But there's something about joining a business that helps them get their life more organized and get everything on track. And let me ask you this, what would happen if you don't go for it? You'll still be where you are today. Maybe you won't ever lose those 10 or 15 pounds you want to lose. Maybe you'll still be working for a boss that you absolutely hate. And maybe you'll still be struggling to pay bills. But what happens if you do go for it? I bet you it could change your life. And so here's the most important thing everyone always wants to know. How do we earn an income? So there's 3 different ways that we can earn an income. One way is obviously through commissions. So when someone says, all right, I'm ready to go all in with you, and you sign them up for the challenge pack, because that is 100% the best deal to sell anybody, not sell, to share with anybody. It gives them all the Beachbody programs for an entire year, again, and the 30 days of supplements. And so when you sell that, it's $160. You earn a 25% commission, so you will gain about $50 off that sale. Again, if you sell some of the clothing line that we have, any of the supplements, if you just strictly sell, excuse me, Beachbody On Demand, anything that you give a link to someone to and they purchase something, you earn 25% commission. So that's the first way to make money. The second way is through residual income. So when someone orders a bag of Shakeology, if they continue on that home direct month after month after month, every single month you make a $32 commission. So think of it this way. If you get 3 friends to join you, that's what, $96 a month. Your bag of Shakeology is paid for, because when you are a coach, you earn 25% off of your shakes. So your shakes are about $100. So 3 friends to join you and your shakes are free. Pretty damn amazing, right? Imagine if you have 10 people drinking shakes every month. That's like $300 a month you'll make. And the third way we make an income is through what's called Team Cycle Bonus. this gets a little tricky. So the easiest way to explain it is once you have a team of coaches below you, you earn a weekly commission based off of the productivity of your coaches and their coaches and their coaches. So it all kind of works together where you not only earn an income from what you're bringing into your business, but what others are bringing in as well. And so how do you sign up? If you say, all right, this sounds amazing, I'm ready to do it, then let's do it. There's two ways we can get you signed up. The number one way, the best way, is the all-in way. And this is the way I tell everybody to get joined up. It's with the challenge pack. With the challenge pack, you get your $40 startup fee is waived. So again, it's the $160. You get access to all of the Beachbody programs for an entire year. So if you absolutely hate one program, you can move on to another one or another one. You get your option of 30 days of Shakeology or 30 days of the Performance Line. And this opens your business center, an entire business, for only $130. Do you know how much it costs to start a McDonald's business or a Starbucks business? I can tell you it's a lot more than $160. The second way to get signed up is kind of like the slow start, and that's simply just by paying that $39.95 startup fee. But this way you get no products, you don't get any access to the Beachbody workouts. And so this, while some people might have a hard time finding the $160 and need to do it this way, I totally get it. But the way, when you do it this way, you just have to remember, you need to be a product of the product. So if you're not doing the workouts, if you're not drinking the shakes or the Performance Line, how are you going to be able to share that with other people and then get them to join you as well? So those are the two options. Again, $160 all in is the best way to get signed up, in my opinion. And just so that you're aware, starting on the second month, there is a $15.95 coaching fee that you'll pay as long as you're a coach. That is for Beachbody to put your websites together, to get them up and running. They take care of sending out all the products. We do not have to keep any products on hand at home. Thank God, because there's no way I'm going to mail out all these shakes to everybody. If there's an issue with your shakes or any of the products, you simply give your customer the 1-800 number to call Beachbody and they will take care of that for you. So let me tell you, that $60 monthly fee, so I don't have to deal with that hassle, is 100% worth it. Another bonus, if you or your spouse are active military or veterans, they will waive that monthly fee. So you do not have to pay that at all, which is really kind of nice. And you can cancel your coaching account at any time. If you decide in 3 months from now or a year from now or 6 years from now that this is just not for you, that's okay. I mean, you can cancel, no questions asked. There's no requirements. You don't have to have any, we don't require you to have any sales quotas. This is your business and you do with it what you want to do with it. Whew. All right, that was a lot, but I think I got through it, and I made it a little bit easier for you guys to understand what it is we do, how to get started, and how simply blessed and amazing this opportunity is. So if you have any questions, I encourage you to get back to the coach that invited you to this training, and she will be happy to answer any questions that you have. If you are ready to get signed up, again, get back to that coach that invited you to this Zoom chat tonight, and she will be super excited to get you started on your journey. That is all I have for this evening. Thank you everyone again for hopping on, and I hope to see you all soon on our team.